directive is very essential concept if you want to apply the DOM manipulation in the component, if you want to add the elements into your DOM tree or change the behavior of your elements at runtime. Angular directive is something that is going to help you in many cases. So what is the Angular directive? So Angular directive are the special classes that can add a new behavior to the elements in the template or modify the existing behavior of the element. The purpose of the directive is to play around with the DOM and be it adding a new elements into a DOM or removing the existing element or changing the behavior and the appearance of the DOM elements. So this behavior can be applying the CSS or having some JavaScript event on it, like a mouse enter, mouse leave, or the keyboard or any other event, making it more customizable and specifying that under some circumstances like the events and or maybe some data manipulation, how a particular element should behave. So all that things you can achieve with a Angular directive. Directives are meant to be a function that executes when found in the DOM by the Angular compiler to extend the power of the HTML. So at the end, these are the functions. It is important to know that directives, when we write it in the TypeScript, those are the classes, but when they are compiled to actual code, they are converted to a function, and that function basically defines the behavior of a particular element in the HTML. So that behavior can be applying the CSS to HTML on the runtime, adding some extra behavior like the for example changing the CSS on the events like a mouse enter, mouse leave, like that. So directive helps Angular compiler to extend the power of the HTML with a new syntax. So let's see how directive actually looks. So directives are the files. These are the TypeScript files. So you can create any directives, and you can see the extension to the directive files. It ends with a .directive.ts, and there's a decorator that you can see which is present in the Angular core. You have to import that, and when you add the directive on the top of a class, you make that class as a directive. And there is one essential thing that you need to provide, which is the selector. So every directive need to have a selector. This is the way through which you tell Angular compiler that anywhere in any tag, if this selector is referenced, you have to come here and apply this customization, apply the properties, apply the behavior which has been written in the directive.